Hey guys, it's Barry Aldridge here. How's it hanging? So today, I'm going to do what I was originally going to do as a video yesterday, but then what actually happened as well, but I'm not going to go into more into that. I'm going to show off my Futurama DVD and Blu-ray collection. I recently went through the first run of the show and then the first revival as well. So for those that are wondering about which eras they are, the original run was between 1999 to 2003. And then the revival, the first revival, not the second revival, was between 2008 to 2013. So yeah, they went on for a number of different years there as well. And it had some really, really good episodes. Now, for those who are wondering, yeah, I've only seen a little bit of the Hulu Disney Plus second revival. And for those asking that the Hulu stuff and Disney Plus is that over in the UK, it's Disney Plus, not Hulu. I know it's on Hulu in America, but in the UK, it's on Disney Plus. So we'll get into that as well. So I want to show off each of the ones as well. First up, I got the very first season of the show. Now, I remember when this aired back in 1999 on Sky One, and that's what it was on as well. And I got to say, I did like the show, and I was really excited by it. It felt a bit new, it felt a bit fresh, and around about that time, it was three shows: The Simpsons, Futurama, and Family Guy. And I was more attached, though, to Futurama. And this one here is a pretty good start as well. It does have some episodes where they're trying to find their feet. They're trying to find that Simpsons humor in there. Because one of the episodes I know, the Fox guys did try to get involved with it. And then suddenly they called it the worst episode ever. And then they just let Matt Groening and Matt X Cohen take over the reins of that. And you know what? That was really cool. A lot of the Simpsons writers moved on from Simpsons to go on to Futurama, and I think it was the right decision. The opening episode was always a solid one. I've always liked Billy West as Fry, and also Zoidberg, Professor Hubert Farnsworth, and Zach Brannigan. And Zach Brannigan is the first character to make you go, you know what? I think I'm going to really enjoy this show, and it is indeed. John DiMaggio as Bender as well is also an absolute highlight. But yeah, I really did enjoy this first series. It was still trying to find its feet a little bit. Some people thought it was like 9 episodes, but it turned out it's 13. It ended on that parody of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which was actually really cool and also one of my favorite episodes. Oh, excuse me, it just lost the sight there. And yeah, it was one of the funniest episodes ever, in that particular general. Anyway, I'm going to leave that blooper in there. I think, I might as well just show you that I did mess up there. I think it's always good, though, just to show that, though, really. But yeah, the very first series, really enjoyable. A lot of episodes as well. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. And I did like the Robot Devil as well, in there as well. And it has a lot of charm to it. Yeah, actually, that particular episode was actually the final episode, the 13th final episode. That's even better. That's actually really, really better. Then next up, it's Futurama Series 2. This is when it does really start to pick up and that. And there is quite a few charming episodes. I'm just trying to bring it there as well. Yeah, I really enjoyed Series 2 a lot more than Series 1. It has some great moments in there. It does pick up a bit pace in there and that. And so much fun in there. It does have a couple of episodes which kind of stunk, but other than that, it was all good. It was really, really all good in that as well. It was actually really good. So yeah, really do enjoy that as well. Then we move on to Series 3. Oh man, this is probably one of my favorite series of the show ever. Had so many classic episodes. Does have a couple of real stinkers in there. The very first episode is probably an episode you probably could not get away with though nowadays. Oh god, the difference between men and women humor. Yep. And then the second episode is probably one of my other favorite episodes of all time as well. And then The Luck of Fryish. Yep. Probably one of the most emotional episodes without being too funny, but it does it in the right way in that. Series 3 does have a lot of episodes in there. But there were some pretty bad ones. There was Zoidberg and his uncle. There was a Leela storyline. For some reason, the Leela storylines, apart from one in Series 4 in the original run, were not very, very good. We'll get into that Series 4 one in a minute. But however, there was a few bad ones as well from Leela. It's a shame, though, really, because I did like the Leela character. No question about it. And also it has the more of the backstory about Fry, why he was sent to the future and that, which is really, really cool in that. So, but I do recommend this series. I think it's one of the best ones. And then we move on to series 4. Oh, actually, before I carry on, these first 3 series, I remember getting them from play.com, which no longer exists. I got them like really cheap, like between $14.99 to 20 quid. Yeah, I wasn't in the mood though just to pay for the entire series beyond 20 quid, even if I loved the show. I think I was running a bit short on cash and I was probably a student at that point, so I would only get it though if I really needed it as that as well. And also I wanted to see some new stuff. Anyway, with series 4, I think I got it from a Woolworths, I think it was, when I was still living in London. And I got to say, it's a fantastic series. A shorter series than 3, but it has a lot of great episodes. And The Devil's Things Are Idle Playthings. Now, this was the original finale to this show. And I've got to say, if it had ended there, it would have been the best way for the show to go out ever. What a classic episode. And I will be honest here, Series 4 is packed full of things. The Leela episode I'm on about is when they go to the Queen High Bee thing. And she thought, that Fry got stung, but it turned out she got stung. But yeah, I know I'm spoiling it here or something like that, but I don't care. It's a great show, no question about it. And I did like Series 4, and I think it just had some great motivation behind it, and it had so many laughs, and they knew how to do humor. And so, personally, in my view, I think the original run of these 4 series is probably, without doubt, probably the best era of Futurama. But, that's just my take on it, though, really. Next up, it's when it came back, one of the first things they did with this particular special was take a swipe at Fox, and everyone knew about that Fox did not care about Futurama. Even when I met Billy West at a convention, he said, that they did not care about it. And he agreed with me on that. And it was really, really cool. So, they decided to commission the 4 films. And this first one, Bender's Big Score. This is where they start to go into high definition. But, the first 2 were only released on DVD. And also widescreen as well. And with this one, it feels like a film, not like TV episodes. Because they did put it onto TV as like 4-parters. Like, this is like the first 4 episodes, and I gotta say this is not too bad. I like the ideas behind about scammers and all that sort of stuff, but it didn't feel like Futurama to me at that point. And I still enjoyed it. And it was still a lot of fun though to watch. But yeah, it had some good laughs, but it was okay. It was okay at best. And then the final of the DVDs is The Beast with a Billion Backs. Now with these 2, I forgot to mention with the other one, Bender's Big Score. I got it from Woolworths. The Bender's Big Score, I got it, though, when I moved down to the South Coast in Lansing. With this one, I was actually on holiday, though, to Newquay. I never got around to watch it until I actually got back from a holiday, just in case. Or did I watch it in Newquay? I can't remember, but anyway. With The Beast with a Billion Backs, it was a nice idea. Again, it feels a bit filmic, but I wasn't really impressed with this one, to be honest with you. I felt like it was just okay at best, though, really, this particular one. So, yeah. It's still worth watching. Also, as a bonus, it actually has the they did a video game of this for the PS2 and Xbox, and they put all the cutscenes into there. And be honest with you, the cutscenes are absolutely brilliant. They really put the effort into it, and it shows you they really cared about it. A licensed game that actually did get some pretty good cutscenes. So, this wasn't too bad, but Beast with a Billion Backs. But the bonus is probably even better. And then next up, the first of the Blu-rays, it is in fact Bender's Game, which is kind of like a parody on Dungeons and Dragons, and about Professor Farnsworth finding out about one of Mom's kids was actually Professor Hubert Farnsworth. Another spoiler, sorry guys, but you know what? I absolutely do think this is really good, and it does have some nice ideas in there. I got this as a Christmas present though, this particular one, I will admit, and I did enjoy it. But I was a little bit let down by it a little bit later, but it did feel like more TV episodes, though, this one. So I think they realized that as well. I think they did say it in the commentary, but, it does make kind of sense, though, what they're saying there. So it was actually pretty cool. Then we got into the Wild Green Under. I think I actually got this from a Woolworths, or a HMV in Brighton. I really cannot remember. But, this one was probably my favorite of the 4 specials. But it felt like 4 separate episodes. in general. It felt like 4 separate episodes, and it had 4 separate storylines. It's fine for a TV thing, but when you're watching it as a film, it doesn't fully click. But I still enjoyed it. I still kind of like enjoyed it, like the dark ones and all this mystery behind them, and the feministas and all that sort of stuff. So, and also I remember Snoop Dogg being in it, and that was kind of nice. Then next up, the very first Series 5, and I can't remember too much about it, unfortunately, but it does have some nice moments in there, and it was great, though. It came back, and I felt like it was just okay at best, and it was still trying to find its feet, but yeah, not the magic was kind of a little bit gone, but it was still very enjoyable. Still very, very enjoyable, though, Series 5. But yeah, again, I'm not giving full accurate of the reviews. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, I remember more about the films because they're individual, but these are like episodes. I'm trying to remember the hell about what episodes were in there. But yeah, I still really enjoyed those Series 5. It was still very, very enjoyable. I did think, though, that Series 6 right here, and it was actually a bit better, if I remember rightly. It has some very unique ideas in there, very, very nice things in there. I did enjoy it a bit, I think, Series 6. But I felt like that Series 5 and Series 6 Blu-rays, while they were good, but I think they were a little bit of a letdown. But it was still enjoyable, I will admit, but not the best. And I will admit, with Series 7 and Series 8, which is actually another batch of episodes, I actually enjoyed these a bit more than Series 5 and Series 6. And yeah, with Series 7 and Series 8, I still kind of like really enjoyed it. It was so much fun in that. I think I enjoyed Series 8 a bit more. So, yeah, I think I did enjoy Series 7 a little bit more. No, Series 8, sorry. Series 8 a little bit more. And yeah, I think Series 8 was a much more better series. It clicked a bit better, and it has that Me Wow episode, which kind of ended the show. And if it had ended there, you know what, I would have been very, very happy with that. I think it would have been, not as good as the one from Series 4, but I think it was very, very close though at the end. And so, yeah, there you have it. And that's all the Futuramas I actually got there on DVD and Blu-ray, and I wanted to show that off. If you've seen the show, do tell me what you thought about it in the comments down below. And if you do remember certain episodes, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to look them up, and I'll be like, okay, you know what? That wasn't a bad episode, or that was a good episode. So, yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I will speak to you soon. Peace.